Yo, this is Rick Mahorn, the bad boy, giving a shout out to my man Drew, Detroit Drew. Make sure you tune in on his YouTube channel, Detroit Drew. Bad boy.
You ready?
Hey peeps, how's it going? And I was originally going to go live to do this, but my computer's got a really big update right now, so I don't know what time that's going to be over with. So I guess I'm going to make a video, and I was going to go talk live with you guys. Again, like I said, technology, yeah, what can you do right now? So we talked about this, at least I talked about this on Above the Rim. It was just kind of a spontaneous idea. I just thought about it. Again, my brain works in mysterious ways. So like I said, it came out of nowhere. And before you guys think I have a source or an article to go off from, I don't. This is a Detroit Drew conspiracy theory. I could be completely 100% wrong on this. I could be somewhere in the middle. So listen to me, hear me out, and then tell me in the comments if you think I have any truth behind this. Again, I could be completely wrong here. I don't know. Only time will tell. But I'm kind of just thinking about why all of a sudden we're looking for a GM. You know, Stefanski's done a pretty decent job in this role. And, you know, he could dismiss this whole thing and just says, you know, he doesn't want that responsibility, that he just wants to be an overseer, you know, president of operation, something along those lines. But looking back through the history since Tom Gores has taken over, there's a lot of question marks here. But my whole main reason of thinking there might be some tension here is because of Andre Drummond. Tom Gores looked at Andre like the son he always wanted. Again, I don't know if Tom Gores has a son or not, but that's what he looked at Andre as. You know, they drafted him, became an all-star. That was Tom Gores' boy. And they put Ed in a weird position. You know, he comes in, you don't really want to trade any of the players your first year in, and then year two, he's faced with a difficult task of having to either pay Andre a lot of money, which a lot of you guys didn't. There's a few guys who did. You know, I was kind of on the fence of whatever they did, or trade him. And they waited till the last possible second to trade him. And Tom Gores is probably looking at this as, you traded our best player. Now, I'm not saying Andre is, but that's what Tom Gores. I'm in Tom Gores' mindset right now, which is a very dangerous place to be. I don't recommend it. You may not come out of this video saying if that's what you try to do. So pray for me. But Tom Gores is looking at this like, you had all this time to re-sign him and you didn't re-sign him. And then you went and traded Andre away for nothing. For nothing. Again, that makes sense to me. Tom Gores looked at Andre as a family member, a son, a brother, whatever it is. They were close. He loved Andre. They didn't want to do it. But you can't put somebody in that position who has to evaluate your talent, get to know the people. I'm sure Stan Van Gundy probably wanted to trade Andre. But Tom Gores looked at Stan. Again, I'm not making excuses for Stan, and said, you got to make the playoffs, which I'm fine with that. But I think Tom Gores is perfectly content with being an 8th seed. He just wants to be in the playoffs. He's not trying to be better than that. Of course, at the end of the day, every single owner wants to win an NBA championship, but I think Tom Gores is just content at just making the playoffs. So it kind of handicaps GMs. Again, he kicked Joe Dumars out of town. He kicked Stan Van Gundy out of town, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm not going to defend that. But I'm starting to question if Tom Gores is starting to say, don't trade that player who has value, so that way you can get more draft value and get 2 of those players, but keep that player, overpay this person, go trade for this person, so that way we're in a playoff race. And again, inevitably, I love Blake Griffin, but that's why Blake was brought in, was the pressure to make the playoffs. And Stan had probably the most potential team with the KCPs, the Marcus and Tobias combination, and then you had Reggie and Andre. that team had a lot of potential. But, you know, with the poor salary cap that they had, they couldn't re-sign KCP, Marcus left, and then they ended up trading Tobias for Blake Griffin. I think that Tom Gores is putting a lot of pressure on these guys to just be mediocre. And I think that Ed Stefanski may have said something, Tom Gores may have something to said to Ed about the whole Andre situation. Because this whole GM search has come out of nowhere. Maybe that the Pistons don't have that much faith in Ed. I do. I like most of what Ed Stefanski has done. There's been a couple of questionable moves, like trading the 30th pick away. We all know that. But at the same time, when you can trade a John Lure, who retired, for a Tony Snell and the 30th pick in the draft, that's baller moves. And I like that. So I don't know why that the Pistons are just kind of doing this out of the blue. It happened like on a Tuesday, like out of all days. So I'm watching this thing and I'm just like, it doesn't make much sense. There's got to be something more going on to it. We have a person in this front office who, his title is the assistant GM, Malik Rose, who, quite frankly, I don't really know what he does. And you think that if they were looking for a new GM, they'd probably promote him and look for a new assistant GM. So I don't think Malik Rose is that effective with this team. I remember I did a video that around the trade deadline that he said that the Pistons weren't going to make any trades, and they ended up trading Andre. So I don't know how reliable he is or how trustworthy he is, but there's something going on. And I don't know how soon we're going to find this out, if at all. But eventually, there'll be something coming out where I guarantee that they didn't see eye to eye, and this is why this whole thing's happening. And again, maybe it's just that Ed's, you know, he's getting up there in age. He doesn't want to be the GM. He just kind of wants to be the head honcho and just kind of mentor a GM or something like that. And, you know, maybe I'm just overthinking this. I don't know. But there's just a lot of evidence and a lot of skepticism on my part of just looking at everything that's happened and realizing, like, something's not right. Something's not adding up. Because we all know Tom Gores is a heavy drinker. He pushed Detroit Drew to say with all the Tom Gores lights he has. There's a better name for his beer. I don't know what he drinks a lot of mimosas and umbrella drinks. I know that much. I've seen that firsthand. But he drinks hardcore. So I mean, maybe he's like that out of the games. I don't know. I'm not trying just to bash this guy, but I don't know what he's like in the front office. He might be a total doucher. I don't know. He might be a super cool, nice guy. Again, I don't know. This is all just skepticism on my part, but let me know what you guys think in the comment, man. Do you think that there's any truth that this front office and the ownership might be fighting? I mean, we could look at this as maybe a Dwayne Casey not playing the young guys as much. Maybe Tom Gores doesn't like that. Again, there's a whole lot we could go off on. This is why I really wanted to go live for this video. Unfortunately, my computer wanted a very big update, so it is what it is. I can probably still go live if it gets done if you guys want me to. So I guess let me know about that in the comments too. But Instagram, Twitter, DSA members, DSA website, all in the description. I did that really fast. I'm getting really good at it. Be sure to check all that stuff out in the description. And I guess let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's the bottom line, because Detroit Drew said so. See you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.